Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody. Hello. Hi. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Sixers basketball, Phillies baseball, and Eagles football as well. Just wanted to play the air horn because why not? Why not, man? Well, we got one Philadelphia team that has been playing out of its mind, and that's in a playoff run, and that has been doing very, very well. We have another team right now in Philadelphia that is in a rebuild mode and is just trying to assess what their talent is. And then we got another team that we've been covering on this channel whose expectations was to go to the playoffs and to have a very deep run, and they have not exceeded those expectations and have not even met those expectations even close. So they've been really, really down. Tonight, they play the first game of a back-to-back. They play the Oklahoma City Thunder, another very, very good team, arguably the best team in the NBA. Some could make the argument for that. And then tomorrow they play against the New York Knicks, who is their arch rival. That is one of their biggest rivals in the NBA, and that is the Philadelphia 76ers. That's the team that I'm talking about. This Sixers team, man, I mean, my gosh, like, who even are they? Like, if we're being completely honest with you, I don't even know what this team is. Like, they have played so poorly over these last 5 games and have just gone back into their old ways. Embiid is not playing. He hasn't been healthy. And at this point, man, I think it's best if we shut Joel Embiid down. I've said it. Shut him down. Shut Joel Embiid down for the rest of the year and get a draft pick because he is not healthy. Something's not right. He's clearly not healthy. Doesn't look good at all. He's not playing every day, so clearly something just isn't right. So shut him down. Shut him down. That's all I got to say about that. Tonight, we are pretty much, we're playing without, I can read the whole list. You want to hear the whole list? I'll read you the whole list. We're playing without Andre Drummond, who has a toe injury. Joel Embiid has a foot injury. Paul George has an ankle injury. Kyle Lowry has a hip injury. Caleb Martin has a groin injury. KJ Martin has a foot injury. Tyrese Maxey has a hand injury. And Jared McCain has a knee injury. So that right there is 8 guys. 8 guys who play a lot of minutes for the Philadelphia 76ers, and you can expect that we're probably going to see a lot of Gershon Yabusele. We're going to see some Adem Bona. We're going to see some Ricky Council. We're going to see, obviously, Kelly Oubre. But, yeah, this team is playing without a whole laundry list of people. And at this point, tonight is just a game where I just care about effort. Nick Nurse has been awful this year. He just went back into his old ways. They lost to the New Orleans Pelicans, who have been trying to tank throughout this whole entire year. Without Zion Williamson, they were without CJ McCollum for a very long time. They're without Trey Murphy right now, and we lost to the Pelicans with Tyrese Maxey and with Paul George. So this whole franchise has really been such an embarrassment, and they have been the elephant in the room, and it has not been a fun product to watch. But tonight, what do I care about? I want them to go out there, and I just want them to play hard. It's not really hard to ask. I just want a hard-fought game. They've only had like 2 games this year where they put in their whole blood, sweat, and tears. Maybe 3. We go back to the Cavs game. Even though they lost that one, they played really well against Boston. They played well against San Antonio. So that's like 3 games that I can think of just off the top of my head. They've been such a disgrace, though, and have really lost a lot of the fan base. They have, with the direction that things have been headed into. So my final score prediction, I'm going to go with 125-92 Oklahoma City. I'm going with 125-92 OKC. I think that we're going to get blown out, and by halftime, it's going to pretty much be over. So that's my realistic expectations. And again, I hate feeling this way, but I hope that they prove me wrong. But this is where we're at now. This is exactly where we're at right now. It's not game 2 anymore. It's not game 7. This is game number 39. This is game number 39. And yet we're just 2 games out of the 10 seed. Can't make this up, man. 2 games out of the 10 seed, dude. This is actually game number 30 for us, so not game number 39, but yeah. I don't know. What else really is there for me to say? We lost to the Magic. We lost a close game to them. I didn't even get to watch that game. Tyrese Maxey had 29 points. I didn't even get to watch that game, but we had the lead, and again in the fourth quarter, we blew it. So, yeah, that's really been the story of the Sixers this year. They need a lot of help, and I don't know where they go. I don't know where they go from here, but we got a game tonight, and we're gonna cover it, and that's what we do, man. That's how we roll on here. We ride or die, whether the team is doing well, not so well, or whatever the case is. But I'd be honest if I didn't say anything. But yeah, they've been not playing up to par, and there's a reason why that they are 15-22, and still 7 games under 500. So let's get into tonight's game, man. Thunder. They have a net rating of plus 20 or plus 12.7. Their defensive rating is 102.9, which is pretty good. And their opponent field goals, they've been holding opponents to just shooting 42.5%. Unbelievable, man. Better than the Sixers game. Yes, sir. I'm not promising I'll make it long on this play-by-play. Just want to support. Yep, hit the thumbs up button. Might as well be the 39 game because we suck. All right, tip-off underway. Here it is. And the Thunder end up winning the opening tip-off. Thunder are in their orange and white uniforms. Sixers are in their blue and white. And the Sixers are going to have to play defense. All right, so it's Jackson, Council, Gordon, Yabusele, and Oubre all out there for the Sixers. And then for the Thunder, it's SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, Kassan Wallace, Luke Dort, and Isaiah Hardenstein. Okay, so we are ready to go. All right, so 20 seconds have gone by. The Thunder did just turn it over. Sixers have a lot of dribble handoffs going on. Jackson finds Oubre. Dribble handoff pass over to Oubre again, who goes up with a shot. No good. It was rejected by Luke Dort. Jackson dribbles around the screen, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Jackson has lost the ball, goes out of bounds over towards the near baseline, and I don't know what he was trying to draw up there, but he certainly could have passed it for sure. Sixers got to rebound the basketball very well today. It's just all about effort. They really need to just go out there and give it their all today. That's the expectation for this game. All right, so we are good to go. All right. So we have a foul called, or a stoppage in play, I should say. I think that the foul is called on Ricky Council IV onto Valhalla. Charge. Oops, I get too excited too early. My gosh, we don't qualify. They are funny. So we have some free throws coming on up for Jalen Williams, and he makes the first foul shot. Jalen this year, well, averaging about 20.5 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, and 5.2 assists as well. There's Mark Dignault, who is in his 5th season as the OKC head coach. Second foul shot is good, and that makes it now 2-0. Yabusele on the drive over to the basket, spins, gives it up over to Oubre for a 3, and that one is off the mark. Hardenstein grabs his miss. And it's 2-0 Oklahoma City. Wallace in the lane, tries to get past Yabusele, knives his way through and gets it to go. And it's 4-0 Oklahoma City. Sixers trying to respond back. Yabusele hands it off to Oubre over at the top of the perimeter. Now he's at the nail, looking for some help. Finds Yabusele on the far wing for a 3-pointer. Bullseye. He knocks it down. And it's a 4-3 ball game. All right, well, where is this? This goes down here. There's another shot by Hardenstein, and he makes it look so easy. He really does. Just got into the lane. Nobody was there to guard him. And then 6-3 Oklahoma City. 9:58 left to go in the first quarter. Oubre on the near corner. Tries to get it with his left hand. He lost the ball. Kassan Wallace on a fast break gets past Gordon, and the layup is up and in by the Thunder. Not a good start by the Sixers. Got to play more zone. It's a lot of iso ball. Jackson looking for some help. He'll bounce it over to Yabusele. Yabu looking for some help too, but there is a whistle, and the Sixers are going to turn it over. No, they're not. I thought they signaled turnover there. It's a defensive 3-second call on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, where is this thing? No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. This is what I want. I want to move this down. Foul shot is up and in for the Sixers. It's an 8-4 ball game. And that was Eric Gordon who made the technical free throw. So again, the lineup for the Sixers, it's Yabu, Jackson, Gordon, Oubre, and Council. Jackson hands it off over to Gordon. He'll swing it out to Council for a near corner 3. It's a little bit off the mark. Yabusele lost the ball, and it goes out of bounds over towards the near baseline. Hello, Houston. What's going on, my friend? How are you? How are you doing today? Yes, sir. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And hit the bell icons. That way you'll know when we go live. In the lane is Yabusele. Look up below! Here's Sean Yabusele went flying in the air. And he made a nice little dunk as well to make it 10-6. Yabu with the defense on the other side. Oubre gets the steal. Council working down the lane. Puts up a layup and one. Ricky Council the fourth. Out in transition. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. That was all thanks to Yabu's defense. Oof. Man. Ricky Council got fouled by Jalen Williams, and the foul shot by Council. It's good.
Excellent.
That makes it now 10-9, so the Sixers are down by 1 with 8:40 left to be played in the opening quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander at the nail, goes up with a little Euro step, and he hits the little layup. I don't know if that was a layup or a floater or what it was. Jackson trying to get back out in front for the Sixers, and he does. He'll swing it to Gordon for a catch-and-shoot three. In and out it goes. Hardenstein rebound. 8:18 left to be played in the opening quarter. Williams with 4 points. Gilgeous-Alexander with 4. Hardenstein with 2. Oklahoma City throws it away. Jackson with an outlet pass to Council. Here's Oubre on the drive. He'll kick it out to Jackson, but there is a whistle called. That's going to go against Oklahoma City. Oh, yeah. That's good. Nice. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. At least we have RC4 and Yabu, eh? And we have a Dembona as well, so that certainly does help too. Thunder are 32-6. They have a 15-4 record on the road as well. Oubre on the drive over towards the basket. No foul was called on Luke Dort, and Isaiah Hardenstein grabs the rebound. The Thunder so far 5 for 5 from the field. Sixers, they're 3 for 8. There's Wallace with a skip pass over to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He puts on the moves over Ricky Council. Heads down the lane. Finds Dort for a three. Wide open swish. Oh, yeah. Gotta cover that guy. He can certainly hit his shots if he's wide open against Dort with a 24-foot three-pointer over from the near wing, and a timeout called by Philadelphia with 7:26 left to be played in quarter number 1. They'll be back in just a few moments. They trail by 6. Okay. Let me take a very, very quick step off. I will see you very, very soon. All right, we're back. Here we are. Hello, everybody. If you are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go live for Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles games. There's Allen Iverson in the building. AI here. Shout out to him. Shout out to Allen Iverson. Gilgeous-Alexander, man, averaging 31.5 points per game, shooting 35.5% from 3, but he's also shooting 52% from the field, averaging just less than 6 assists per game. It's been quite a big impact on this Thunder team. And again, he's just 26 years old, which is absolutely nuts. Doughton Jr. will step on in for the Sixers and they're going to call a backcourt violation on Philadelphia. Don't know why that they would do that there, but they did. It was actually Ricky Council that got called for the backcourt violation. So, and now the Thunder have the basketball. They are 6 for 6 so far today from the field, and now make it 7 for 7 as Gilgeous-Alexander was wide open in the dunker spot, and it makes it 17-9. Council hands it off to Oubre in between the circles. Here's Eric Gordon on a catch-and-shoot three. It's short. Gordon couldn't even get the rebound, and it deflects off his right hand. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Dort looking to pass it to someone, and I'll give it to Isaiah Hartenstein. A kick out over for a wide-open three-pointer, and that's off the mark by Jalen Williams. Williams with 4 points, and so far nothing else. 23 years old, went to Santa Clara. Yabusele for a three, and Williams is the one who grabs his miss. He's 6 feet 5 inches tall, also weighs 211 pounds as well. Hartenstein with a no-look pass over to Alexander. Alexander thought about taking the three on the near wing. Wants to go against Kelly Oubre Jr. Leans into the shot, and he's fouled by Oubre. You know, I think that the problem with the chat, with the Ninja chat, is not necessarily Ninja itself. I think that it's on YouTube. I do. I think that it's a YouTube problem. I do. Let's try it again. See if this works. Yo. Nope. Maybe it is. We will fix this. We will. We will definitely fix it. Okay. All right. The first foul shot was good. The second foul shot, that was good too. It's an 18-9 game with 6:13 left to go. And quarter number one. Council out there for the Sixers. And he gets some space. Takes a three. No. Yabusele grabs his miss. Was not boxed out. There's Justin Edwards out there for the first time today for the Sixers. Council lost the ball. Gets it back, though. He was over at the top of the key. And now wants to drive it over towards the right side. And it's rejected by Hartenstein. And the Sixers have a shot clock violation thanks to Hartenstein's defense. It went out of bounds, but it's still going to be Thunder basketball. Well, every single starter today for the Thunder has scored. Gilgeous has 7 points. Jalen Williams has 4. Dort is 3. Wallace is 2. And Hartenstein is 2 as well. There's Gilgeous-Alexander. Throws it away over to Oubre. Oubre trying to attack the rim over on the other side. Puts up a shot. It's blocked by Jalen Williams. Hassan Wallace rebound. 8-0 run by the Thunder. Catch and shoot three by Dort. Bullseye. And he hits it over from the near corner. And it's a 12-point lead for the Thunder with 5:15 left to be played. Can the Sixers respond? Council over on the far wing. Hands it off to Doughton. And Doughton with an elbow J connects. 5 minutes left to go. Jeff Doughton Jr., the former Raptors 905 point guard who got to play with Nick Nurse when he was in Toronto. Alley pass from Wallace to Hartenstein, and that chemistry, well, that's pretty hard to stop. Hartenstein threw it down. Lob City for Oklahoma City Thunder. 4:40 left to be played in the opening quarter. Doughton with a pass to Council on a catch-and-shoot three on the near corner. It's too short. And a board by OKC again. Wallace hands it off to Hartenstein. A little backdoor pass. It's rejected by Oubre, though. And a foul caught on Kelly. They're going to say that he got a little piece of the jersey. Do you think OKC can let us borrow Isaiah Joe? Yeah, have him come back over to Philadelphia. Maybe just give him a little bit of time with us. You know, he's not playing today, so why can't we just borrow him? You know, like that's not fair. We're missing 9 guys. Come on. 23-11. Adembona will step on in for Gershon Yabusele, and the first foul shot is up and in by Jalen Williams. Maybe we could take the other Jalen, man, like, you know, the Jaylin Williams. I'll take him. I'll take any of those guys. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. The second foul shot by Williams. He knocks it down. 25-11 is the score. Jalen, Shea, Dort, and the other Jalen also out there, and Isaiah Joe too. Doughton on the drive over to the basket. Got the ball stripped and stolen by the Thunder. Here's Dort on another catch-and-shoot three. He's human. And Council comes away with his miss. Council leading the drive over on the other side. Throws it away, though. He was trying to give it up to Bona. Oubre tried to get it back, and there's a 2-on-0. Fast break by Alexander. Too easy. I mean, it's just like bread and butter. Nobody can get out in transition. It's 27-11. Sixers getting outmatched so far. Oubre lost the ball. He turns it over. They're going to call an offensive foul, actually, on Adem Bona. They're going to say it was a moving screen. Well, I have to laugh or I will cry. That's what we're doing, man. We're trying to make it funny. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just got to laugh at things, dude. You really do. The Thunder have 8 points off the turnovers so far from the Sixers. They just have 3. Alexander parts the Red Sea. Not even one body was on him, and he just got by with ease. 29-11. You could put a cone out there, and he still would have made the layup. It's just unbelievable. How many shots has he had uncontested today? Don't know, but it's been almost everything. Bona tried to get the rebound off of the missed shot by Justin Edwards, and now it's a 19-2 run by the Thunder. Alexander wants to put Ricky Council on skates. Finds Dort at the top of the perimeter. Another dribble handoff back over to Dort. It was from Alexander. Alexander and Dort playing a game of chess, or a game of catch, I should say. And the foul line jumper is no good. 14 likes and 20 in the chat. Show your support, baby. Oubre catches, fires up the 3. That one won't go. The Sixers have only made 1 3-pointer today, and a lot of the shots that they're taking are on catch-and-shoot opportunities, and they're contested. Here's a wide-open 3 by Jalen Williams with a Y, and that's off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Dort, and a catch-and-shoot 3 by Alexander. Another wide-open shot by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the Thunder have already opened the floodgates with 2:12 to go, and Nick Nurse says, "I've had enough," and he's going to call for time. This is going to be a blowout, JJ. That's why I said 127-89 is my final score. That's why I said that, man. So it's a 32-11 outburst by the Oklahoma City Thunder. And all you can do is just laugh, smile, and wave. Yeah. You know, if it makes you feel any better, I was going to say something else. The boos are raining down from the Wells Fargo Center. Just wanted to put that out there in perspective, so it's not just you guys, and they can't just hear it from us here on Play by Play with JJ. But the boos have been around the Wells Fargo Center. As Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hits a 3 and the Thunder lead 32-11, the boos are raining down from the Wells Fargo Center as Nick Nurse calls for time. They're being booed. Keith Pompey just said the Sixers are being booed after Nick Nurse called a timeout. Unbelievable. Halftime, you're not even streaming the game, are you? Are you streaming the game? Or are you doing the Flyers game? It's 1-1. Yikes. Yeah. Just one of those days. Playing great so far. Oh, what a great game. This is just beautiful. Aiden Miller, Andrew Painter among non-roster invitees to Phillies spring training. That's a good sign. I like to hear that. Why are they booing these guys? It's because they're making a statement. It's not. They're not booing these players. They're booing the organization, and the product that's out there. That's what they're booing. I'm going to smile. Yes, sir. Yep. That's all you got to do sometimes, man. You're going to smile. Yes, sir. Hit that thumbs up button, man. We're going to have fun today. Don't worry. Even if it's a blowout, we're going to have fun. I have things prepared for today, all right? I do think that you're all going to enjoy today's stream. I'm very well prepared for what could happen. Sixers have a drive over towards the basket, and they do make a bucket out of the timeout. It's like one of the only times you see that the Sixers have actually executed out of a timeout, and it was on a Jeff Doughton Jr. dunk. Flyers tied it up. That's good. Catch and shoot three by Wallace. Won't go. Excuse me. Justin Edwards is the one who grabs the rebound. Edwards again being guarded at the top of the key by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Doughton now at the top of the perimeter. He wants to dance. He gets a screen by Bona. Doughton back down low. Over to Justin Edwards at the three-point line on the near corner. The ball gets deflected off the hands of Caruso. Council has to hurry and shoot. He puts up a three. Got it! Ricky Council the fourth. He hits one from outer space. RC4's in the chat. Let's go. And just like that, a 5-0 run. That was from 28 feet. Gilgeous-Alexander hands it off to Caruso. Sixers have cut the deficit in half. Wallace over to Joe, who cuts over towards the basket, and Isaiah Joe able to get a little shot up and in. And that makes it now 34-16 with 55 seconds left to be played. Oubre again at the top of the key, swings it over to Edwards. Edwards back to Oubre. And more dribble handoffs coming on up. Edwards for a three at the top of the key. Yes! Justin Edwards starting to get heated up a little bit. That makes it now 34-19. That was actually Aaron Wiggins. That was not Isaiah Joe who made the layup the last time. So Aaron Wiggins now gives it up to Joe for a catch-and-shoot three. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound again by the Thunder. Joe for the second time. Got it. 37-19. Can we just get rebounds? I mean, can we just guard the paint? There's nobody down low. What are we doing? 17 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Doughton on the near side at the three-point line. Dribbles back over towards the logo. Now dribbles with the left hand, crosses over about three times, takes it towards the near elbow, puts up a shot. That was very well contested. There is a whistle called, though, and the Sixers will get a rebound with 2.1 seconds left. It was a foul away. It was a loose ball foul. That was the term I was trying to come up with. You're asking for a miracle, JJ. It's a seeing out of Dr. Strangelove. Scott, what's going on? What's up, BW? Yeah, it's going to be one of those games, BW. Missing 9 players, but you know what? We're all good. We're all dandy. 2.4 seconds left to be played in the opening quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's like their whole G League team is out there, except for Oubre and Yabusele. 37-19. There's an alley-oop pass that goes up and in by Justin Edwards with 1 second to go in the first quarter. And here's a little prayer by Alex Caruso. Full court, no good, and that's going to do it. Quarter number 1 is done. The Sixers, they got outscored by the very least by the Thunder, who are 32-6, and the Sixers trail 37-21. But I can't quote the quote. I don't think YouTube would like that. Yeah, no, there's other things that they wouldn't like playing sound effects or copyright stuff, but that's all it is. Suit up, Allen Iverson, we need you. Shout out to Allen Iverson. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. I was thinking about something today, and I thought that this would be very apropos to ask you guys now. So I want I really do want to get your thoughts about this. Okay, so we've been hearing about, they're scratching the plan of not putting the new Sixers arena in Center City, and they're going to they're just going to make a new arena for the Sixers and the Flyers right where they are now. Do we think that they should tear down the WFC, or do we think that it should just be renovated? Because honestly, I don't really know how I feel about it, but the one thing I liked about the other arena is that it was tax free, but there were other things I didn't like about moving over to Center City. But I want to get your thoughts about it. I do. I really want to see what you guys have to say, and just get your opinions, because I'm sure that there's a mixture of things that's going on. I do like the fact that they are trying to push for a WNBA team. And I saw that Wanda Sykes and her wife are, trying to get behind that, and I think that would be absolutely awesome. And I hope that they push forward with that. But yeah, just let me know thoughts, opinions, and what we like and what we don't like about it, because I figured that would be one thing that we could talk about on this stream, and just get people's perspectives on things. So, South Philly is where it belongs. I think that we need to keep it like right where the hub is. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense to put it in Center City. Like they gotta tear things down. I like how we have a Mecca. Like that's the one thing I love about our city, is that everything is within walking distance. Bona on a drive to the basket, and we start off the second quarter with a bang. A bang by Bona. Bang bang. 24. It's a 14-point deficit for the Sixers. They trail 37-23. Jalen Williams, Isaiah Hardenstein, Kenrich Williams, Alex Caruso, and Aaron Wiggins all out there for the Thunder. And there's a shot that goes up and a foul called. It'll be on the Sixers. Dembona just going downhill, razzling and dazzling for Philadelphia. And doing a little smile for the camera as well. Jeez, he threw that thing down into the ring of fire. Yeah, I like where it is. All right, good. Foul shot number 1 is up and in. Oh, by the way, Neil, did you ever email me? For the Christmas Day stuff? Because I know I owed that to you, and I also owed that to Halftime and to the other winner. I wrote it down. 39-23. I don't remember getting an email from you, so if you emailed me, email me again, and I promise I will take care of all that stuff. I will make sure that I email the gift cards and all that stuff. Gordon hands it off over to Nance, who puts up a shot. That one won't go. So that's Pete Nance. He was just cut by the Sixers, and he was just re-signed back to them. A catch-and-shoot 3 by Caruso, and that's up and in. Another wide-open shot. Can we just put bodies on guys? It's not even hard to ask. Edwards, again, in between the lane, puts up a shot, and it's good. Justin Edwards pulls up from 9 feet and able to knock down a 2. I will get on that, JJ. Perfect. Sounds good. Caruso finds another wide-open three-point shooter, and the Sixers dodge a bullet. The shot was way off the mark by Kenrich Williams. It goes out of bounds. Good effort, though, by Dembona. And 10.5 minutes left to be played in the second quarter. Sixers have Doughton. They have Gordon. They have Nance, Bona, and Edwards. A drive over to the basket. Doughton thought he was fouled. Whistles do remain silent. Thunder have it once again. 10 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Caruso hands it off over to Williams. And there's a three-pointer by Caruso. And Dembona is the one that gets the rebound. Edwards again trying to puzzle his way towards the lane. With a little Euro step, he got it up and in. Timeout called by the Thunder. Sixers down by 15 points. And they'll be back in a flash of Thunder. Okay. If you're looking for a positive, Justin Edwards looks like a player. He's made the most out of his NBA minutes this season. He certainly does have. He has done that. Like and subscribe and hit those notification bell icons, folks, and that way you'll know when we go live for Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles games. Yes, we have 7 concurrent viewers over on the vertical stream, and we got 17 over on the landscape one. Justin Edwards. I like Justin Edwards, man. I think that he needs to be getting more minutes. I really do. Like, that's the one thing I like about these other guys being out is that they're forcing the younger guys to play. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of this. We are going to get a Justin Edwards emote. How does that sound? How does that sound? We're going to save that to the photos right now, and we're going to get a Justin Edwards emote. Edwards already in this game, 9 points and 4 for 5 from the field. Talk a little bit more about him, too, as the cast goes on. Emojis. Let's change out the maxey one. And we'll put in Justin Edwards. There he is. So now every time Edwards makes a bucket, it's not maxey anymore. It's Edwards. There he is. Let me know if you got that emoji. And what else? Who else should we put on there? I won't do Pete Nance. Who's another guy? I got Ricky Council. We got Gershon. No, we don't. Is Gershon on here? I mean, we've had him before. Where's Yabu? Yabu's not on here. Who do we put Yabu in for PG8? Okay. We'll put in Yabu. Okay. Yabusele. Gershon. Nope. Was it 1-1 in the Flyers game? Where's Yabu at? There he is. Sixers come away with a steal. Jeff Doughton Jr. goes up with a shot, and they're going to call goaltending on the Thunder. So how did that happen? Well, play just resumed, and the Sixers had Gershon Yabusele come on in. Jalen Williams had a bad pass, and Doughton Jr. intercepted it. Here we go, a little pick-and-roll action. There's a little shot, a little floater by Isaiah Hartenstein. It's no good, and Pete Nance got the rebound. It was off the pass by Kenrich Williams. Here's Edwards, who loses the basketball, gets it stolen by Jalen Williams, that is, with an eye. Hartenstein dribble handoff over to Alex Caruso. Williams to Kenrich Williams, who parts the Red Sea and gets it to fall and makes it 44-29. Okay, so we got Yabusele up there as well, I believe. Nope, let's do this PG8. We're going to change that now to Yabu. Sixers do have the ball. Gordon from the pond for 3. Short. Grabs his own offensive rebound, though. In between the circles. Doughton wants to reset for the Sixers. 8:23 to go in the second quarter. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Yabusele catches, puts up a 3, and he backed up because he knew he got it. Gershon Yabusele. Yabu. 44-32. Sixers trail by a dozen points. Just keep it close. Kenrich Williams dribbles, tries to get past a couple of defenders, lost the ball, goes out of bounds. And it'll be last touch by the Thunder. And Sixers basketball again. Well, they're playing with a lot of heart so far. Stepped it up ever since the very beginning of that first quarter. The Thunder had the Lightning with them, and the Sixers trying to steal their thunder, pun intended. Sometimes you just gotta smile, man. There's Paul George over on the bench for the Sixers. He's in street clothes today. Pete Nance wants to give it up over to Yabusele again. Yabu's looking to pass. He'll dump it off over to Reggie Jackson, the veteran. Yabu at the foul line. One more to Gordon for a catch-and-shoot three. Good! And the Sixers cut the deficit to single digits. A 12-2 run by Philadelphia over the last 3:15. Kenrich Williams almost lost the ball again. 7:20 to go in quarter number 2. Handoff over to Kassan Williams. Kassan Wallace steps back, turns around, and he hits a jumper. That was not easy. That was very well contested. That was a 2K shot. I mean, just the difficulty of that shot, he made it look so easy and swished it nonetheless. 46-35, Sixers trail by 11 points. Here we go. It's Jackson over at the top of the perimeter. 4 seconds left, and the ball gets reflected by Caruso, and he throws it away over to Williams. Williams was wide open down the lane, and that could have been an easy dunk, and he lost the ball. The pass was just a little bit too far out in front of Williams, and that would have been an easy breakaway too. We're almost halfway done. The second quarter, the Sixers have outscored the Thunder 14-9. Well, let's see if they can get some more momentum again for their offensive purposes. Reggie Jackson wants to give it up over to Yabusele down low. Yabu with an Ola pass to Council for 3. Oh, man, he wanted that badly. Good effort by the Sixers, though, as Nance got the rebound. Council to Jackson. Jackson to Yabu. Almost lost the ball on the near side. And a reach and foul called on Caruso. The Sixers playing with heart. And showing all the blood, sweat, and tears that they want to perform in tonight's game. This is the supporting cast people claim AI used to have. 6:16 left to go in the second quarter. Yabu over at the top of the perimeter. And we have an offensive foul caught on the Sixers. It'll be on Ricky Council, the 4th. I don't know about that. I thought that was a little bit of dramatics from Jalen Williams. I think that he just lost his stance. I don't know. There's Pete Nance, who's the younger brother of Larry Nance Jr. Obviously, their father also played in the NBA. That's Larry Nance Sr. Kassan Wallace over to Isaiah Joe. Joe to Caruso. Caruso over to Dort at the foul line. He puts up a shot. Won't go. And that's way too much mustard on that one. Oubre comes back on in for the Sixers. He'll get it back from Jackson. Oubre zigzagging down the lane, and another offensive foul. It's by Kershaw Yabusele. So many moving screens, and that's just unbelievable. Can't wait to, I understand that part of it, you just got to get used to playing together, but, you're pushing and shoving so many times. Come on, man. Some of them are flops, though, too, so I kind of have to give credit to that. Joe wide open for a dunk on a backdoor cut, and he got it. Nice play by Jalen Williams with an eye. And he sticks it right over to the Sixers. It's not what you want. Jackson to Council. Council to Yabusele at the perimeter. They'll keep dancing. Gordon for a catch-and-shoot 3 again. Yes! And he thought he was fouled. He was not, though, but it was contested, and Gordon still made the 3. The vet showing that he still has it. 5:09 left to go, and we have another whistle called. Who's it going to be on? They're going to say that it's Philadelphia ball. Refs just want to try to make their own statement in this game in this second quarter, and the Sixers are just need to try to take advantage of that, and boy, it would be really nice to see them try to cut this lead into single digits again. That'd be great. Gilgeous-Alexander will come back in for Alex Caruso. He was out for quite some time. Jackson hits it over towards the near side, throws it to Yabusele. One more to Oubre, wide open three. Oh, man, the basketball god said no. It was wide open as the door could let him shoot it. Another catch-and-shoot three. That's Kassan Wallace. No good. And Ricky counts on the fourth, gets the rebound. Going downhill with the speed of lightning. Goes up with a shot. Oh, man. And the Sixers were jumping too early. Rebound by the Thunder. Dort on a fast break. Wide open. He's set free, and he gets the dunk on the other side. 12-point lead for the Thunder. Oubre playing fast. Finds Yabusele downhill. Yabu gets past one defender. Gets it blocked by Jalen Williams, but a foul called on Jalen in the act of shooting. And Yabu will head on over to the line for a pair of foul shots. All right. Let's go, baby. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icons, baby. 2 free throws coming on up for Gershon Yabusele. And 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the quarter. Yabusele, first foul shot, he bricks it. Just hit off the front of the rim. Yabu, 8 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three-point line as well. Second foul shot, that's way off the mark. And the Sixers touch it last. Council says we should review this, and the Sixers will not do so. It'll be Thunder basketball instead. Come on, man. Got to make the free throws. Wallace with a no-look pass over to Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe at the top of the perimeter. Lost the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Sixers basketball. Sixers on a fast break. Here's Eric Gordon at the top of the key. Wants to drive it downhill. Tries to throw it over to Yabusele, and it was almost stolen by Kassan Wallace. And it goes out of bounds instead. Exactly 4 minutes left to be played. Sixers playing without Tyrese Maxey, without Andre Drummond, without Kyle Lowry, without Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Jared McCain, and whoever else there is. There's more guys, too, that I'm probably missing on that list. Oubre over at the top of the perimeter again. Jackson thought about firing the trigger. He did not. Jackson on the far side, the three-point line. What's he going to do? He steps back. He'll pass it to Gordon. 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Gordon downhill. Goes up with a shot, and they're going to call a charge on Eric Gordon. Another ticky-tack call called by the refs. And just less than 3:45 to go. I mean, let's look at the replay here. Did he travel here? Come on, man. I mean, is that technically an offensive foul? I guess by the rules it is, but I mean, they're getting away with murder, man. Yabusele gets a steal. Oubre off to the races. Kicks it out, though, to Jackson for a catch-and-shoot three. Oh, he did not get it, but there is a whistle called, and it's going to go against the Sixers again. Another foul by Yabu, and he has to be careful. That's his second foul. It's a loose ball foul called on Gershon Yabusele, and Nick Nurse throws his hands up in the air. 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Williams catch and shoot three. Bullseye. And it's now a 15-point game, and Nick Nurse calls for time with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to be played in the opening half. And he'll get his wish granted. Basketball 76ers on play-by-play with JJ, baby. Let's go. Who's tuning in? We have a very quiet chat tonight. I see that we have 22 people tuning in. Come on, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Where are we tuning in from? What's for dinner on the menu tonight? Please let us know what's for dinner. I had a really awesome steak tonight with some potatoes and some beans and peppers. It was really, really good. It was. What's for dinner? What's on the lunch menu? Wherever you're tuning in from, what are we doing for food? Food matters. We having burgers. We having some quinoa. I don't know what else. What else was there? Angel hair pasta, rigatoni pasta, wagon wheels salad, spaghetti. Says Hammer. Hammer, what's going on, Hammer? We're having spaghetti. Spaghetti with meatballs, spaghetti with Alfredo, marinara, vodka sauce. You know, we gotta hear the deets, folks. We gotta hear those details. I want to know what people are eating, man. It's pasta today, JJ. It's pasta today, even though it's Taco Tuesday. Who says you can't have pasta on a Taco Tuesday? Am I right? Taco Tuesdays are fun. But yes, pasta is good. Pasta tonight. But something else has to go with the pasta. It can't just be pasta. We're putting gravy on the pasta. First of all, do we say gravy or sauce? I don't know if we should get into that. We're doing penne pasta. Penne pasta sounds very, very good. Penne pasta. I do like penne pasta. I like the wagon wheels too. Wagon wheels are nice. Yeah. Penne pasta. I'm a mac and cheese guy. If there's anything that you learn about me today, my favorite food is macaroni and cheese. We need to rebuild again. Yes, we do, yes, we do, Chandler. I'm just, it seems like we're just, this is like one of those games that we're just watching where it's like we're watching the process Sixers all over again. So that's why we're having these convos. We're still trying to make it fun, though, because guess what? You guys deserve to have some sort of entertainment while we're doing this, while you're watching this product. Doughton gets it over at the top of the key, and we have another foul called. I mean, how many fouls can they call? How many looks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. That's how many fouls that the refs are going to call. Don't know. Meat sauce, nothing crazy. Meat sauce sounds good. Meat sauce sounds good. What do you put on the meat sauce? 3:03 left to go, or is it a secret sauce? 3 minutes left. Here's a catch-and-shoot three by Pete Nance at the top of the key. It was a line drive. No. Council got the rebound, but there's another whistle called. I think we're just going to get whistles after every single play, and it's going to be on Council. So the Thunder have committed 4 fouls. The Sixers have only committed 2, though. It was a loose ball foul on Gilgeous-Alexander. Less than 3 minutes left to be played in quarter number 2. Oubre looking to pass it over to Edwards for a catch-and-shoot three. He airballed it. And Jalen Williams, was waiting for it to actually got it right before it went out of bounds, and the ref still blew the whistle anyways. How do we rebuild, Chandler? How do we rebuild? Let us know down below. Do you want Cooper Flag? I'll take Cooper Flag. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to get past Pete Nance, but he lost the ball thanks to Justin Edwards' defense. Nance again hands it off to Council. Council to Edwards, and it goes way over his head and out of bounds. That's another turnover by the Sixers. Nobody can get on the same page. The 13th turnover by Philadelphia. Doughton commits a foul. Shot goes up. It's in. Are they going to count the bucket? They will. Oh, they will count it on Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA, man, 16 points already. He's second in the league in scoring. And averaging 5.5 rebounds per game. Went to Kentucky. And the foul shot is good. So, yeah, I mean, how many good guards go to Kentucky, man? Like, you got Tyrese Maxey. You got so many. De'Aaron Fox. You got SGA. There's a lot of good guards that just come out of Kentucky. It's unbelievable. Edwards with a 12-foot pull-up J. Yes! 56-40 with less than 2 minutes to go. I hit that thumbs up button. Y'all better do that. Gilgeous-Alexander again. Passes it to Wallace for 3. Grabs his own offensive rebound. Nobody could box him out. And he didn't even have to move. It just came running right back to him. Dort catches, puts up a 3 again. And Oubre got the rebound. He lost the ball, though, but he got fouled by Jalen Williams with an eye. All right, 27 people tuning on in. Welcome aboard, in case you are new to the channel. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. Yes, the Sixers are playing without, pretty much half of their team, but you know what? We're still on. We're still consistent, and we like to have fun on this channel because that's what we do. It's just great stuff. Oubre will walk the floor. Then he goes on over towards the foul line. First foul shot coming up by Oubre. He puts it up, and he can't even get the friendly roll. Sixers have not made a free throw in this game. Edwards, though, does have 11 points for the Sixers. So Oubre misses the first foul shot. K9, we were talking about him during the offseason. He doesn't even have a bucket today. He just has 3 rebounds. I mean, that's just so absurd when you really think about it. 17 minutes and no points for Oubre. All right, foul shot number 2. It's good.
Excellent.
Actually, I remember playing the jingle once, so they did make a free throw earlier in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander almost threw it away over to Hassan Wallace. Wallace almost lost it over underneath the baseline. Dort over to Williams. Dort gets it back. Dort at the top of the key. Nola pass over to Hartenstein, but he lost the ball. Pass was a little bit wide, and it goes out of bounds. Sixers ball. Sixers will play the Thunder the next time on March 19th. The Thunder came into today as 15.5-point favorites, and the over-under was at 214.5. 1 minute and 18 seconds to go in the second quarter. By the way, the Thunder have committed 12 turnovers, which is the highest that they've ever had in the half. Oubre gets the ball blocked. Rejected by Hartenstein. Stolen by Dort. Dort over to Wallace. And he goes underneath the basket. Finds Dort again for 3. And it's too strong. Doink. Edwards on the rebound for the Sixers. Justin Edwards trying to give it up over to Oubre. Oubre lost it, but a foul is called. Thought maybe he just lost it in stride. He did not. Sixers will get more free throws. Oubre will try to go to the line again. Neil Pasta, let's go. Snowman, how you doing, Snow? What's going on? Oh, let's go more active in the chat, man. Let's make things more spicy. Come on. Oubre's at the line. First foul shot by Kelly Oubre. Puts it up, and he knocks it down. Dude, imagine if, like, I have this, like, sort of vision sometimes. Like, when I'm calling free throws, I'm, like, whispering like it's a golf match, like a Jim Nance thing. Hello, friends. Oubre puts up the second free throw, puts it up, and he knocks it down. And then that comes on in.
Excellent.
And we get loud. 56-43, 44 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Any golf fans on here, by the way? Let us know down below in the comments section. Dort again on the drive over to the basket. Throws it, though. It goes over to Hassan Wallace. He catches. He pump fakes. He puts up a 3. Grabs his own offensive rebound. Wallace outside to Williams for a catch-and-shoot 3. That one goes in and out. Oubre got the board. I mean, the Thunder have been missing so many threes over the last couple of minutes. About 1 second separating the shot clock from the game clock. Sixers could make it a 10-point game if they want to going into the half. 12 seconds to go. Edwards to Council. Council downhill to Yabusele. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's triple teamed. Lost it. Goes up with a shot. And we do have a whistle called as the ball does go out of bounds. Yabusele got elbowed right into the face. Took one for the team on Lou Dort. Pasta. Pasta is good. Yoy. See again. No golf fans on here? None? 4.2 seconds to go. Sixers will inbound it. There was no foul called. Edwards will be the inbounder. He'll try to give it up to Oubre, but it's rejected and stolen by Dort. Or Gilgeous-Alexander, that is, and he puts it up and he puts it in. It's a 15-point game. Council will swing it over for a shot, and it's no good, and that's going to do it. So the Sixers down by 15 points heading into the half. And, well, they got a lot of cleaning up to do for sure, but they trail 58-43 as they go into halftime. All right, well, I will tell you this. The second quarter, they definitely showed a lot more effort out there. I did not like, though, how we came out so strong shooting in that second quarter, and then what ended up happening was we became very passive. Now, can I really take much stock into this game? Can I? No, I can't. I like some of our individual players. I like how things have been going from that sort of perspective, but, better second quarter, not a good first quarter. All right. Let's go right here. All right. Hello, everybody. Hi. How is everybody doing today? Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the bell icons. Who am I? What are you doing on my TV screen? What are you doing on my phone? What are you doing on my laptop? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go live for Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles games. We love covering the NBA, the NFL, and Major League Baseball. We'll also be doing some more NHL stuff once NFL season is done. I call Villanova Wildcats ice hockey games in person. That's my little resume. And in case you guys wonder why I'm on your screen, it's probably because your algorithm recommended me. So hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icons. Letter grades for that first half. Let us know down below. I'm going to go with a C+. C+ because that first quarter was abysmal. It was atrocious. It was disgusting. It was not pleasant. I'm trying to learn and to come up with different terms. Yeah, I like seeing some of the young guys out there. I do too. I absolutely love seeing the young guys out there. I think that that's sort of a blessing in disguise right now, right? Because guess what? We don't like how our whole team has been playing, and we can't rely on guys to stay healthy. And when we watch them out there, that we cringe because guess what? We have expectations. And when we have expectations, we want success. And when we don't get success, then guess what? We get mad. So you start from scratch and you just play the young guys and we're all good. We're all good. As long as we see effort out there, if we see hard work, then we're all good. Why did the fans boo earlier? Because guess what? The organization is not giving the city what it wants. What does the city revive on? Blue-collar mentality. You go out there, you give it your all. That's such an easy concept to wrap your head around when you really think about it, but they don't care. They just don't. That's a shame. We are enjoying Justin Edwards' ethical hoops. Yes, we are. We've been having a lot of fun watching Justin Edwards. Wanted to talk a little bit more about him because I think that his story is actually really, really interesting, and I thought that now would be a really good time to sort of bring that up, you know. So, in case you really don't know who Justin Edwards is, he's somebody that the Sixers actually looked into. They ended up drafting him this year. He's from Philadelphia. Okay, so he's a hometown kid. He went to Kentucky. He was undrafted. Okay, and the Sixers just happened to pick him up. They saw what he could be. Right? They listed him as a small forward. 6 feet 7 inches tall, 203 pounds, but he went to a charter high school in Philadelphia, and actually really he led his high school to a championship, which was really cool. He averaged 18.5 points per game that year. That was during his sophomore year, and he led his team to a Class 5A state championship, and he got to play in the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League as well following that championship. And then he went to the McDonald's All-American game and got to play there too and was named Mr. Pennsylvania Basketball. So you just talk about a guy who really just, embraces Philadelphia and understands the struggle, understands the city and those types of things. It's just really nice that we have one of our own guys, like Kobe Bryant was born over here. He wasn't a Philadelphia 76er. You can think about other people that are from, the area. Millville, Mike Trout, those guys. And it's wild. Chaz McCormick, I was thinking about him as another baseball player. But yeah, he was a 5-star recruit in his class, and, he actually committed to playing for Kentucky. And then also considered going into the NBA G League. But then when he played for Kentucky, he played for the Wildcats, and he averaged 14.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, and 2.3 assists. But he was undrafted. He was undrafted, and just to see him get to where he is now, playing on the court, playing in the NBA. It's just another really cool story. Another guy that was sort of like, Charlie Brown Jr. Remember, another guy who is from Philadelphia and just, I remember when covering him in the G League. It was another cool story type of a thing. Sorry I'm late. Hi, everybody. Sorry, but I got 126 to 112 OKC. Yeah, you're being nice. You're being nice, Jane. You're being too nice. I said 122 to 89. So, I just want to see more of the young guys out there, man. I do. I want to see more of the young guys out there. I'm tired. This product is awful. No wonder why the fans are getting upset. Hammer says he's like Lonnie Walker. Sure. Lonnie never went undrafted, though. Oh, wait. Is Lonnie from Philly? Is that what you're saying? Is Lonnie Walker really from Philly? He's from Reading. Huh. I don't know that. See, I was able to pick it up. We're talking about guys from Philly. Lonnie Walker's another one who didn't get to play for us. What's the score right now? It's 58 to 43. That's the score right now. I just mentioned him because he's from Reading. Yeah, I see. I got you, man. I got you. Take another sip of water. So you know that I'm a broadcaster and that this is sort of like what I want to do, and I'm building my own brand on here, and I'm trying to build a family filled with Philly freaks. But I think that it's always cool to get a taste of who people's favorite play-by-play announcers are. And so I want you to tell me, if you were to make a Mount Rushmore of play-by-play announcers that you've got to listen to, whether they're on the radio, whether they're on the TV, who would be on your Mount Rushmore? Who would be on your top 5? So let me know that down below. Or just tell me who your favorite broadcaster is. And was there a certain call that brought this broadcaster? Was there a certain call that stood out to you? I have a lot of respect for different play-by-play announcers, male and female for sure. There's a lot of good ones out there now, and there's now more than ever, which I think is really, really awesome. But just let me know who your favorite ones are down below. There's a lot of good ones out there. You can't really go wrong with any of them, man. Even with the local guys. Tom McGinnis, I love Tom McGinnis. I think he's really good. I love Vince Scully. I think Vince Scully was an incredible baseball announcer, great at storytelling, really, really good at trying to, make stories out of certain things. And it felt like you were just talking to a best friend whenever he was on. I like Bob Costas. I like old Bob Costas when he was covering the NBA for the NBA Finals, and when he was doing Major League Baseball early on. I think that the play-by-play has gotten a little bit different, but that's me. I like Jeff Van Gundy and Stan Van Gundy. Now, those are broadcasters. They're not play-by-play announcers, but I will take them. I think that they're really good commentators, man. Who else? Al Michaels. Al Michaels is very, very good. JJ and RB. Larry Anderson. Larry Anderson's a very, very good one. I like LA a lot. I like Chris Wheeler. Chris Wheeler, I'll tell you what, Chris Wheeler is one of those guys in this business, okay, I'll be honest with you. In this business, the way it goes, and it's no surprise to anybody, but a lot of the color commentators, 90% of the color commentators have played the game. Chris Wheeler is the only baseball guy that actually he's one of the only baseball guys that actually never played at a high level and was just a very good color commentator. who could also do some play-by-play too, but, he was really, really good at that. And I've always had a lot of respect for him. Shout out to Chris Wheeler in the chat. You know who mine is. It's Jim Durham. Of course I know yours is Jim Durham. I know that. Would Chris Berman be one? Yeah. Chris Berman did play-by-play. Yes, he did. Back, and gone. Home run derbies. Yep. Chris Berman is definitely a good one. Gary Thorne. I like Gary Thorne a lot. There's a lot of good ones. Merrill Reese, Marv Albert, who else? Brian Anderson, Adam Amin. I mean, you have a lot out there now. Beth Mowens. Beth is pretty... I like Beth. I know that some people can't stand her, but I do. I like Beth a lot. Tony Romo is pretty good for NFL. Yeah, for color commentary, yeah, he's good too. By the way, congratulations to Jim Nantz for being able to call his 500th NFL playoff game. I think his 500th NFL game. Something along those lines. He's been doing it for a really long time, and he's really, really good. So shout out to Jim Nantz. Oops, bourbon. My bad. No worries, man. Bourbon. I don't know bourbon. Huh. Al Michaels is just a classic guy. Yes, he is. Al Michaels is very, very good. All right, so we are ready to get back into the action. 22 people tuning in. If you're having fun, let me know down below. If you think we stink, comment down below. It's okay. I like always a fan of constructive criticism, and I know that this is not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm not offended by that. My first favorite, the late great Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr. Johnny Kerr's one as well. I'm a huge fan of Kenny Albert. I think Kenny's really, really good. How about Gumbel? Yep, Greg Gumbel. Greg Gumbel. It was a little bit before my time, but yeah, he counts. He's a play-by-play announcer. Very good. See, I think that one thing that makes these guys so, that makes these people so standoutish is that, again, they were able to paint a picture, and the whole thing about sports is that you want to feel like that you're a part of something that's really special, and I do think that with the streaming world, it's different in a good and in a bad way. But I do think that it makes it even more personal. Just picture this. Imagine Jim Durham doing this. Imagine Harry Kalas doing this. Imagine Vince Scully doing this. Some people would say, well, it won't be the same, but I tend to disagree. I think that Vin would really, really love getting to know his listeners. And if they got to talk to him, I think that he would do. I think he would really thrive. I do. Different era, different time, and, not as many professional stations are doing like what we're doing, but I think it's unique, It's special. Johnny Miller. I'm also a big fan of the late Greg Gumbel, Kevin Harlan, Marv Albert, Ian Eagle, Kenny Albert, Noah Eagle, too. Noah's really good. Stuart Scott. Yes, sir. Shout out to him. Shout out to Stuart Scott. All right, we're ready to start off quarter number 3. We're getting ready for the third quarter. Yes, Hardcore for All is also here. What's up, Hardcore? How you doing, my friend? What is up? Sixers are now going from right to left. Here's Reggie Jackson on a catch-and-shoot three-pointer. Doink. It does not go in. Hit off the front side of the rim, and then it hit the back iron. Rebound by the Thunder. So it's Gilgeous-Alexander, Dort, and Wallace, and Jalen Williams, and Isaiah Hartenstein all out there. So we have a basket that's made over on the other side by OKC, and that makes it 60-43. Looks like it was Gilgeous-Alexander. It was actually Kassan Wallace. Eric Gordon thought about taking the three-pointer. Looks over to Council for a wide-open tray on the far corner. It's a little bit short. Wallace rebound. Wallace trying to take on Oubre. Backs up, though. Finds Hardenstein. And Isaiah Hardenstein will pass it over to Jalen Williams. Williams to Hardenstein in the dunker spot. Got it rejected by Oubre. It's picked up, though, by Dort at half court. 4 seconds to go. Williams with a low floater. Too strong. Rebounded by Gordon. Didn't even have to jump for it. Landed right into his hands. Jackson throws it away. It's deflected and knocked away and stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous trying to get past Ricky Council, and he beats him right over to the punch with a little pump fake, and he puts it up and puts it in. 62 points for the Thunder and 43 by the Sixers, and Nick Nurse will go back to the drawing board as we have a timeout called by Philadelphia. Try to get my 74-year-old brother into this for Phillies, but he thinks he's too good for everybody. Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. I've had again. You know, I ain't offended by this. You know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, so you know, that doesn't really bother me. He would chat your ear off about 60s, 70s, and Phillies, 60s, 70s, and 80s Phillies. I'm sure he would. And I'm always interested in learning more about history, whether it's about baseball, whether it's about football or basketball. I really, really love the sports. Is Embiid injured? Well, in case you are just tuning in, by the way, I apologize about that. The Sixers are playing without, and I will read you the whole entire list. Ready for this? It's a long one. Andre Drummond has a toe injury. Joel Embiid has a foot injury. Paul George has an ankle injury. Kyle Lowry has a hip injury. Caleb Martin has a groin injury. KJ Martin has a foot injury. Tyrese Maxey has a hand injury. And Jared McCain has a knee injury. So, there you go. Yes, sir. Yes. Is he hurt? So the answer is yes. He's not playing. They should be back. I believe Maxey and George will be back tomorrow. Holy wow, that's too many injuries. Yep, I know. Yep, there's a fly in my face. Sip of water time. Do people drink distilled water? This may sound stupid. I'm just curious. Is distilled water something that you can drink? Hardcore says that Kyle Lowry has an age injury. Nick Nurse has an aneurysm. He is still coaching. I'm changing my final score to 125-87. Yeah. So. Yeah, let me know. Can you drink distilled water? I really don't know. Just thinking about that. It's good for car batteries, says Scott. It's also good for humidifiers. That's what I'm using it for the throat and for the sinuses. Oubre on the drive over towards the basket, puts up a low left-handed hook shot. It's up and it's in. Oubre got it. Of course, tastes a little funky, says Jane. Another three-pointer by Gilgeous-Alexander, but we have an offensive foul called on OKC. I like that score prediction a lot, Jane. I don't know if I like it, but I think that it sounds reasonable, and it sounds logical. Don't know if I like it, though. Council hands it off over to Justin Edwards. Edwards over to Reggie Jackson over on the far side. Jackson to Edwards again for three. Yes! Justin Edwards pulls up, fires the trigger, and knocks it down. Edwards in the chat, folks. 62-48. Justin Edwards already with 14 points. Dort on the drive over towards the basket. And the layup is good. Again by the Thunder. 9:25 to go in the third quarter. It's Jackson, it's Yabusele, it's Edwards, it's Council, and Oubre out there. Edwards again, kicks it out to Yabusele, bounce pass to Jackson. Jackson going across the lane, and he lays it up and lays it in. It's a 14-point deficit now for the Sixers. They've got to play defense, and they got to do a better job at guarding that perimeter. Gilgeous-Alexander looking to try to give it up to Hardenstein on a little alley-oop pass, and he does. Nobody could jump up in the air to try to deflect or block that thing. And it's an easy bucket by the Thunder. Oubre in traffic finds Yabusele, and Yabusele trapped. He'll zip it all the way to Edwards on the near corner for three, and it's just off. It's not bad, just tastes a little bit different than filtered or spring water. It's not bad for you, though. Okay, well, that's really good to know. Thank you so much. Alexander again, top of the perimeter, wants to drive it over Edwards, goes up with a layup, and it's just too easy. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander already with 21 points. And the Thunder up by 18, 68-50 is the score. Oubre, catch and shoot three for the Sixers. No good. Yabusele got boxed out by Hardenstein. He actually got boxed in, I should say. And 8:05 left to be played in the third quarter. Here's another three-pointer. No. Yabusele, rebound. That was off of the miss by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It was just 1 for 2 from 3, 10 for 11 from the field. Council on the drive, pump fake, scoop, yes! We got a little bit of hesitation and a little bit of penetration as well. And it makes it now 68-52. And the Sixers get a stop on defense. The Thunder have scored on 7 of the last 9 drives. A catch and shoot three by Cason Wallace. Bullseye. Jackpot for Cason Wallace. A very good three-point shooter this year. And specifically speaking, well, he's shooting 39%. And we have a shot that's up, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, by the Thunder. I think that's what it is. Cason Wallace, another Kentucky guard. 21 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall, 195 pounds as well. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, and that way you'll know when we go live. We're talking about the types of water that we drink in the chat. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is what happens when the Sixers are getting blown out. Now we're having conversations about water. I started it, though, so I guess it's my fault. Doughton again, hesitating, going downhill, puts it up, and lays it in. Well, he got past Hardenstein and was able to get past Cason Wallace as well. 71-54. Can the Sixers put an end to this? Cason Wallace again to Alexander. Somebody put a body on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Come on. 73 points for the Thunder and 54 for the Sixers. And Doughton on a drive to the basket. And he gets fouled in the act of shooting. Man, it's like, again, you could just put cones around Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's how the Sixers are playing defense on him. He's just whizzing by everybody. I mean, just go out there and just try to stay on him. Not saying it's easy, but just would wish that there was more effort, man. JJ, you're fine. You can start anything you want on your stream. Oh, absolutely. It's fun. It's fun, man. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of Play-by-Play with JJ Studios and may not be reproduced or retransmitted. 73 points for the Thunder, 55 for the Sixers. 6:47 left to go, and now a Dembona comes on in. Doughton did make the first free throw, by the way. Second foul shot by Jeff Doughton Jr. Bullseye. It's good.
Excellent.
Nikola Jokic just got an update that he's listed as available to play tonight. In case you are wondering, you basketball fans, 73 points for the Thunder, 56 for the Sixers. Isaiah Hardenstein coming up with a rebound off of the bad shot by Cason Wallace. Hardenstein gets the board. It's stripped, though, by Eric Gordon and stolen by the Sixers. Halfway done this third period. Doughton for three. Yes! And it's a 14-point ball game. Sixers still not going down without a fight. Can they stop that perimeter shooting from the Thunder? Gilgeous-Alexander with a pass to Hassan Wallace for another three. Yes. Hassan Wallace. Another nice three-pointer from the far wing. Sixers again have Edwards for three. And he responds on the other side. Justin Edwards putting on a shooting clinic for the Sixers, and the ball gets deflected. Stolen by Doughton. Doughton gets up, bounces it to Bona. Bona over to Eric Gordon. Sixers get past half court, and Gordon is going to pass it over to Doughton Jr. again. Edwards, another three. No good. And the rebound is secured by Hardenstein. Knocked away, though. Hardenstein gets it back. Hassan Wallace over to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for three. In and out it goes. The basketball god said no, and Doughton Jr. will hug the basketball. Outlet pass to Gordon on the far side. And another... I thought there was a whistle there, but Gordon plays on. Doughton Jr. dribbling down over towards the left elbow. Spins. Gives it up to Edwards. Another three. No. And Hardenstein with another board. Isaiah Hardenstein, 11 rebounds, 6 points, 10 defensive boards for him. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to be played in the third. Hardenstein, three-pointer, too strong. Doughton had the rebound, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gave it more effort. And we have an alley-oop pass that goes into the hands of Williams, and he throws it down. Edwards drives it. Edwards kills it, and he gets the layup. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to be played in the third quarter. It's a 14-point ball game. Williams on the near wing. Dribbles towards the right side. Gets a little bit of space for two. And we have a foul called on Oklahoma City. I mean, both of these teams have been playing with the younger guys. Hi, Jane. What's going on? Hi, Scott. Let's go 76ers. Just a 14-point game. Sixers have put up 21 points in this quarter already. They have matched their total for the first quarter. They certainly have. We have 25 concurrent viewers. Hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what you guys would like more on these streams. I want to try to get more and more people to join us, man. What's up, Young Shizzy? How you doing, my friend? What's up? Got a collab one day. That sounds really good, dude. Eric Gordon with a little dump-off pass to Gershon Yabusele down low over on the block. Yabusele wants to bat down his defender Williams. He gets double-teamed. He needs help. He finds Eric Gordon for three. Again, no. Yabusele gets his rebound. Puts up a three on the near side. No good again. Council rebound for the Sixers. Doughton wide open three. Yes! It's an 11-point game. Good hustle by Philadelphia. That's the type of play that deserves some golf claps, and they get that from the fans. 3:35 to go in quarter number three. Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive towards the basket, puts it up and one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 27 points. And he is just a couple of points away from tying his season average. And the foul was called on Gershon Yabusele. We ain't gonna quit. Let's go, baby. That's the type of thing I like to see. Foul shot by Alexander. Well, it goes in. 28 points for Shai, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. 3:22 to go in quarter number three. Bounce pass to Gershon Yabusele. Gershon in this game with 3 personal fouls and 8 points. Gordon on the drive gets it blocked and rejected, and we have a foul called at the very last second. Looked like the Thunder were going to go marching down the field, and the ref said, come back. Come back. You can't be walking with that basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander has 38 games this year where he has scored 20 or more points. And in that, in company with him is De'Aaron Fox, Jason Tatum, and Jalen Brunson. I mean, that's pretty good company, I'd say. Council gets the dribble handoff, gets some space, pulls, fires the trigger for three. Won't go. And a rebound by Jalen Williams. That was not necessarily a good shot selection by Ricky Council. Caruso will pass it over to Jalen Williams. They go with the zone defense, the Sixers. And Wallace had some space and now just drives it over towards the lane. And Yabusele bought in on the pump fake. I mean, sometimes you just got to let him just take the three, Jalen Williams. I know that threes are more than twos, but it's not as good of a three-point shooter, and that's where the analytics sort of come into play. Yabusele will try to take it downhill himself. He'll skip it over to Council. Council drives it over towards the lane, and he got the friendly bounce. 83-69. Another drive by OKC. Doughton tips it, though, and here comes Council. Council in the front court. Zigzag, zero step, and a foul called on Jalen Williams with an eye. Chet Holmgren will be back in 2 weeks as well. Are you a Thunder fan? I forgot you're a Thunder fan. That Alexander guy is tough. He is. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the guy that was traded in that Paul George deal when Paul George went over to the Clippers. And the Thunder certainly got a lot of assets out of that, including that guy who was really young. And we do have a timeout called. Smack that like button, baby. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And hit the bell icon. Also, you guys are more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. I don't really ask for money. I really don't. But if you guys do want to donate, you are more than welcome to do so. Mod Squad. Also, where are the membership links? Where are those membership links? Comment those down below, too. Tomorrow, what's on the schedule for this week? So tomorrow we got the Sixers again. Tomorrow I will also be doing a Phillies podcast. I know that everybody that's been following my Phillies play-by-plays, during the season, they've all been wondering, where have you been with all this off-season stuff? Well, I will give my thoughts about all those things tomorrow, and I will be having another conversation with each and every one of you. If you guys want to join the Discord server, you can do that too. So Wednesday is tomorrow. We got a Sixers game at 7 o'clock. Then on Thursday, we don't have anything scheduled up streaming-wise. Friday, I got Villanova. I'll post the link in the community tab. Saturday, we got the Sixers again. And then Sunday, we're at least doing the Eagles game for sure. Eagles play at 3 o'clock. Are we doing the Sixers game that night? TBA. Yes. Coke or Pepsi? We got a $2 dono, by the way, from Stoney. Stoney, you didn't have to do that, man. I appreciate that, my guy. Thank you. A $2 super chat from my boy Stoney. Thank you so much. You guys are more than welcome to do it. I ain't gonna stop anybody, but I appreciate that very, very much, Stoney. You're the man. Stoney is the man. 83 points for the Thunder, 69 for the Philadelphia 76ers. No, I'm from Philly, born and raised, just saying Chet will be back. Oh, I thought somebody else was an OKC fan. Sorry about that. My mistake. Apologize. Hopefully when the Thunder are done laughing at us, we can make them cry as hardcore. Thank you, my friend. Council at the line. First foul shot. Good. Excuse me. Got 30 people watching. 293. Dixon Way! What's up, Dixon Way Raiders? Welcome aboard. Breeze is here. Foul shot number 2 by Council. Way off the mark. 83 points for the Thunder. 70 by the Sixers. Caruso looking to pass it, and he will, over to Jalen Williams with an eye. Caruso gets it back over on the far side, dribbles down the lane, throws it over to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. One more to Isaiah Joe for 3. Airballs it. It's nothing but net, but he didn't make the bucket. It was airballed, nothing but net-wise. Edwards again, zigzags over towards the lane, hands it off over to Council. Council on the drive, knifes his way through, puts up a left-handed layup. How did he get it? I don't know. Ricky Council putting everybody on skates and he has the hot hand. 83 points to 72. Sixers down by 11. A catch-and-shoot three by the Thunder. That's off the mark. Doughton grabs the board. 1:20 to go. Young Shizzy, thanks so much for the dollar dono. And Council lost the ball. A nice little pass to Joe. Joe slams it home. Out on a fast break. It's 85 to 72. Dixon Way Raiders. What's going on, my friends? Thank you so much for being here. Here's Yabusele for three. Yes! Oh, yes, baby! 55 seconds left to be played in the third quarter. Caruso thought about taking the tray and instead finds an easy bucket, and it's a nice little pass downhill. That's over to Isaiah Joe, or Aaron Wiggins, that is, the younger brother of Andrew Wiggins. 42 seconds left to be played in the third quarter. 15 on the shot clock. Sixers down by 12. Yabu on a drive. Yabu gets fouled. Yabu's going to go to the line for two. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. My name is Jason Joseph. We do play-by-play on this channel for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. And also, if you are interested in becoming play-by-play announcers, we are on this channel for you guys as well. Dixon Way Rage showing some love. I love you guys. Hysterical Cheese is here. Buccaneers here. Thank you guys so much for coming by and stopping on over. Y'all are the best. Don't forget to like and subscribe. First foul shot by Yabu. It's up and it's good. Imagine if they come and imagine if they take this game, dude. That would be unbelievable. Foul shot number 2 coming up by Yabusele. He puts it up and knocks it down. It took 4 bounces.
Excellent.
10-point ball game. 32 seconds left to go. Gilgeous-Alexander again on the drive over to the basket. Rebound by Eric Gordon. 3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. What are the Sixers going to do? Gordon will dribble it and get it to a 1-possession drive here. So it's Doughton Jr. now who has the ball. Sixers can cut the leads into single digits. Yabusele, what's he going to do? 5 seconds left. He'll drive it towards the wing. Puts up a shot. Got it to go. 5.9 seconds left. It's an 8-point game. Doughton steals it. Doughton for 3. No good. Yabusele puts it back up. And he puts it in. A buzzer beater by Yabu. Oh, boy, the Sixers have life, and they're down by 6 points. Oh, let's go, baby. Oh, ring those bells. Ring that bell. Let's go. Ay, ay, ay. What an end to that third quarter by the Philadelphia 76ers. Ay, ay, ay. That's great. That's what you want, man. That's what you want, man. Let's go, baby. Thought I had this on. Sorry about that. Thought I had it on. Thank you, Yabu, baby. Thank you, Yabu, man. That's what you want, man. All right, it's time for Sixers trivia. It is time for Philadelphia 76ers trivia, baby. I'm going to ask you a Sixers trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right, Sixers trivia. Let's go. So I want to know, okay, give me the answer to this question. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. Who's the only 76er to ever be named NBA Defensive Player of the Year? Who's the only 76er ever to be named Defensive Player of the Year? Let us know down below. It's an easy one. It is an easy one. Let us know, man. We got 318 views. I need us to get to 50 people on here. Tell your friends. Tell your family members about this channel, man. Come on. Sixers are only down by 6. They're playing their hearts out. I need you guys to step up, too. Maurice Cheeks, that's incorrect. Nope, that is not right. Here's Caruso again over towards the near side as we start off the fourth quarter. Caruso hands it off over to Williams. It's Mutombo. Yes, Dikembe Mutombo. Wallace on turnaround J. No. Hartenstein rebound. He'll kick it back out over to Kassan Wallace again. Wallace will reset it. Sixers trail by 6. Wallace at the baseline finds a wide open player downhill. And it's Kenrich Williams who's able to hit the little reverse layup. A 14-4 outburst by the Sixers as they ended the third quarter. 11:20 left to be played in quarter number 4. Here's Council who hands it off over to Doughton Jr. And Doughton, with a little bit of some space, thought about taking the 3. And finds Council on the left side of the wing. Council knifing his way through. Takes it back out to Doughton for 3 again. It's short, and it goes out of bounds. The shot clock was winding down. And we have a whistle call. Or, yeah, it's going to be a shot clock. Not a shot clock violation. It just goes out of bounds. 8-point ball game as we've only played a minute in this fourth quarter. Yabusele, Gordon, Council, Edwards, and Doughton Jr. out there for the Sixers. Jalen Williams with an L and an E. Isaiah Hartenstein, Kassan Wallace, Kenrich Williams, and Alex Caruso all out there for the Thunder. A little layup by Williams. No good. Rebound, though, by Hartenstein. Williams downhill. And stripped and stolen by Doughton Jr. Williams tried to take a 3. Here's Edwards for 3. Yes! Justin Edwards going off like a hot potato. That just came into my head. I don't know what that means, but regardless, that's a 5-point ball game for the Sixers. Hartenstein hands it off to Kassan Wallace. Wallace, floater, it's up, it's in. That's a 7-point game. No Embiid, no Maxey, no George, no Drummond, and the Sixers are going toe-to-toe with the Thunder, who are fully healthy, besides Chet Holmgren. Here's Yabusele, kicks it out. Eric Gordon wide open 3. Yes! Another tray by the Sixers. They continue to pour it on. 91-87 with 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Hartenstein on the drive. The ball comes loose and a foul called on Yabusele. Wow. Ay. What a game, man. What a ball game. Just a 4-point game. Who would have thunk? Edwards thought the bank was closed. It wasn't. Edwards was like, I didn't even call glass there. That shouldn't even count. Let's go. All right. Foul shot number 1 by Hartenstein. He butts it up, and it's way too strong. Hartenstein hears the boos. He knows exactly what he's getting. He was a member of the Knicks last year, and everybody knows what he did to the Philadelphia 76ers. Brickin' for chicken, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. Hartenstein, second foul shot. It's up, and he got it. He did. He got it. And it's now a 5-point ball game with 9:40 left to be played. Doughton Jr. dribbles over towards the right side. What's he going to do? He goes down the lane, turn around Jay. It's a little short, and Hartenstein does get the rebound. 9:25 left to go. Hartenstein to Wallace, handoff to Williams. Wallace again for 3. Count it. And it's an 8-point ball game as Kassan Wallace able to hit a 3 for Oklahoma City. Edwards to Gordon from another area code, and then out it goes. Bona tried to get the rebound. Kassan Wallace has it again for the Thunder. Wallace to Joe. Joe hands it off to Hartenstein, and an easy layup makes it now a 10-point game. And there's still less than 9 minutes left to be played. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icons as well. And with 8:48 left to go, we have another whistle called, and it's going to be a timeout, I think, on Philadelphia. Are they going to call for time here? Hold up 1 second. Yes, they will. Okay. All right, fasten those seatbelts, baby. We still have plenty of time left in this game. I am shocked that they're keeping it this close. I really am. Edwards today, 22 points. Doughton Jr. with 16. And Yabusele with 17. And Gordon with 10. Eric Gordon, 3 for 8 from 3. All right. Keep continuing to like and subscribe and hit the thumbs up buttons. Come on, man. I want us to play that song tonight. 29 people tuning on in. Thank you all again so much for the support on this channel, man. It means a lot to me. Let's see if we can get to 500 viewers by the end of this. You think we can get to 500? I think we can. I do. I think we can. We're going to be posting some shorts from this, so that'll be really cool. And it's just that kind of night for Justin Edwards, who has a career-high 22 with 4 made threes. Congratulations to Edwards, man. Justin Edwards is in the chat, man. Justin Edwards in the chat. I just got his emojis. His emotes should be there. Justin Edwards. Just click a random emoji and I'll let you know if it's Justin Edwards or not. They should label it on here. I label it. I do. I label those. What the heck happened? I don't know. They called a timeout. What are those, shorts, Scott? Are those swim trunks? Are those swim trunks? Ooh, I'd like to go to this. On the road to victory. Dude, that sounds really, really good. I like that. I just took a picture of that. I think that they're coming around to my area. I would love to go see that little Eagles tour. That'd be really, really sick. There's Justin Edwards. Justin Edwards. You are a Sixer. 97-87. Oubre back out there for the Sixers. I think for the first time in this fourth quarter. Here's a Dembona. Hands it off over to Reggie Jackson. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Jackson with a bounce pass. It's stolen, though, by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wallace over at the top of the perimeter. Hands it off. A three-pointer by Kenrich Williams for 3. Off the mark. And rebound by Dembona. What are the Sixers going to do? They'll have to reset it now. Pete Nance is out there for the first time here in this fourth quarter. Jackson again over at the top of the far right side. All right, we're going to take this off with no spoilers. Gordon outside to Jackson. Jackson for 3. No good. Hardenstein board again. That's his 13th rebound today. Alex Caruso gets some space. Nobody was guarding him, and the Sixers, they dodge a bullet there. Couldn't secure the rebound, though. It went off of Jackson's hands over to Kassan Wallace. Alley pass that goes over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein swings it back out over to Caruso. Wide open 3. No! And the Sixers dodge another bullet. Well, all the wide open 3s can't go in necessarily. Here's Jackson again. Handoff over to Pete Nance for 3. No, but we do have a foul called. And I think that's going to go against Philadelphia. That's what it looks like. It was Alex Caruso who got fouled. It was a charge taken that was caused by Reggie Jackson. And Lugens Dort will step on in for Alex Caruso. We have a game here still. It's a 10-point game. The Sixers, they cut it down to 4. They did. They cut it down to 4. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? No spoilers in the chat. There was no spoilers in the chat. It was just I was looking at the scoreboard, and the scoreboard was ahead, so that was my fault. Oubre tries to play defense, and Luke Dort has his way. It was actually Kassan Wallace who made it. It's a 12-point game. Sixers have gone a little bit cold now. 99-87. Handoff to Gordon, who's in between the circles at the top of the perimeter. Jackson still out there for the Sixers. Crosses over 4 times. Dribbles with the right hand. Runners up and in. Reggie Jackson, not the baseball player, the basketball player, able to knock it down with ease. Wallace on a drive towards the basket, lays it up, kisses it in. And Pete Nance couldn't even stop him. He put a body on him, just couldn't get enough of it. We're halfway done. Quarter number 4. Just nearly 62 points for the Thunder in the paint, just 34 for the Sixers. Wide open 3 by Jackson. And that's another foul called on Adembona. He has to be careful. You got to be careful. You don't want to cause turnovers. Sixers have gone cold over the last 3 minutes. Got to be more careful. Dixon Way, Dr. Dixon in the chat. Dr. Dixon, what's going on? First time meeting you. What is up? Thanks so much for stopping by. 6:30 left to be played in the 4th quarter, and the Sixers down by a dozen. Wallace outside to Joe. Joe, one more to Jalen Williams. Well, I thought he was going to take it. Decided not to. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 2 pump fakes and 2 pivots. Drives down the lane. And we have a whistle called, and it's going to be on the Sixers. And Gilgeous-Alexander is going to head on over to the foul line on a shooting foul caused by Oubre. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in this game, 28 points. He only scored a couple of buckets, though, in the 3rd quarter. And now make it 29 for the 26-year-old. If we can get a couple of threes, we're back into this game. Yep, we got to get the momentum on our side now. Got to go on a run now. It's a 9-0 run by the Thunder as Gilgeous-Alexander hits both foul shots. Jackson with the dribble handoff to Oubre. And Edwards over towards the right side. He's blitzed. He needs help. They'll find Oubre over at the top of the perimeter. And Oubre gets past 2 defenders, puts it up and in, and 1. 5:56 left to be played in the 4th quarter. Kelly Oubre Jr. He allowed the penetration to come on over to him. Got past a couple of defenders and then just got knocked right into the head. It wasn't really a flagrant foul or anything like that. But it is a 12-point game. Oubre with just 7 points, 4 rebounds. His defense has been pretty valuable. 4 steals for him in this game. Again, it's 103-91. Yabusele will step back in for the Sixers as he comes on in for Adembona, and Bona will take a seat for Philadelphia. Like, subscribe, man. Hit that bell icon. That would work too. Yes, it does. Just got to get the points. Oubre's foul shot. Yes.
Excellent.
5:50 to go. Joe for 3. Yes. Ay. Isaiah Joe with a stab in the heart against his former team in Philadelphia. Oubre, what's he going to do? He's at the top of the perimeter. And I'll lob it inside over the Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards with a floater inside. It's too strong. Yabu gets the rebound, though. And Yabu tries to get out with it. And he does. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Edwards, that pass was trouble. Edwards to Doughton. 5 seconds left on the shot clock now. Doughton trying to hesitate towards the lane. Puts it up. No. And Wallace gets the rebound. The Oklahoma City Thunder putting a lot of heart and soul into this one. And Gilgeous-Alexander draws another foul again. And it's just way too easy for him to operate. Always hit that thumbs up button, baby. Hit that thumbs up button for sure. All the Sixers, they had the energy, they had the buzz, and then they lost that magic. Gotta get it back, though. Foul shot number 1, yes. 15-point game. With 5:07 to go, Hardenstein will step back in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander, points per game off of drives. He leads the league in that category with 15.3. The second foul shot, that's good too. Well, it's now 108-92. Doughton Jr. over to Pete Nance. Handoff to Doughton again. They play catch. Pete Nance for three. Off the mark. And Gilgeous-Alexander got the rebound, but the Sixers will get the ball back thanks to a loose ball foul. It's just the second foul committed by OKC. This was now the 23rd game this year where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has scored 30 or more points. Leads the league in that category over Giannis Antetokounmpo, who was 20. Well, I think that the one thing I learned tonight is that Edwards and Council just continue to have to play. Oubre is going to go on over to the bench now. So will Council. Yabusele hands it off to Edwards. Justin Edwards trying to dribble through the penetration. Hands it off again over to Yabusele. Edwards for three. Butts it up. No. Yabu rebound. Good effort by Yabusele. Little hook shot by Yabu. And he can't get it to go. Gave it his all, but just could not get it in. 108-92 with 4:25 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Edwards trying to play defense over Kassan Wallace. Hardenstein hands it off. Again to Gilgeous-Alexander. They swing it to Wallace for three. Bang! And Kassan Wallace pretty much says goodnight to Philadelphia and kisses the fans goodbye. 4:05 left to be played in the fourth quarter. And Doughton will pass it again over to Edwards. I mean, the one thing I don't like is, again, that Nick Nurse is just keeping all these three-point shooters wide open for the Thunder. And Edwards got hit right from behind. And there is a foul called on OKC. Well, there's pluses to take away from tonight. And there's other things that we can talk about too. 3:51 left to be played in the fourth quarter. And the foul shot by Justin Edwards is in. Looks like Adem Bona is going to go back out there, and Gershon Yabusele is going to head on over to the bench. And foul shot number 2. That's good. Excellent. 20-7 run by the Thunder. I mean, the Sixers just, their fourth quarter woes just continue to be a problem. That's not necessarily the biggest takeaway, but Hardenstein fumbles the basketball. Gets it, though. Wallace and a three-pointer by Williams. No. And we have another foul called on Hardenstein. There's about 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to be played. Sixers, I'm trying to find it right here. Where is it? Sixers do have the ball. Sixers and Thunder have played each other, guess how many times? 145. Sixers have won 73 of those games. Just lost the ball there. 72 wins by the Thunder. Last time that they played, the Sixers ended up winning 109-95. They've won 6 out of their last 7 games against OKC. 111-94, and there's a shot that goes up and in by Adem Bona. 76ers fought hard tonight. JJ and Chad, what's going on? They did. They're fighting. Still isn't over. 2:45 left to be played in the fourth quarter. Wallace outside, over towards the perimeter. Another three-pointer. It's short. Sixers got a rebound from Justin Edwards. They need some things to go their way. They got to lock down on defense. Edwards almost lost the ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll still be Philadelphia ball. They'll have to inbound it right at the half-court mark. And there's still 2.5 minutes left to be played. The last time the Sixers played, again, they won 109-105. There was a timeout called. The Sixers went up against Chet Holmgren, and he had 22 points. Oubre actually had 25 points, and Cam Payne had 10 rebounds in that game. And Joel Embiid did have 7 assists. Jalen Williams with an I, that is, had 12 assists in that game. But yeah, there was no Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They had Gordon Hayward play 7 minutes in that game. I forgot that Gordon Hayward was a Thunder member. And Mike Muscala, former 76er, he played just a couple of minutes in that game. Shout out to Mike Muscala for helping us get Tyrese Maxey, by the way. If you guys don't know that story, the Sixers actually got the 21st overall pick because in the bubble, they needed Mike Muscala. They needed to win a game specifically, and with like the game on the line, the Sixers were down by 2, and Mike Muscala hit a big go-ahead 3 to help them win a game in the bubble, and that pick actually got them Tyrese Maxey. So, shout out to Mike Muscala. He is beloved, and he is beloved in Philadelphia just for that. Yeah, cool story. Cool story about Mike Muscala. Very good guy too. Very down to earth, and has given back to the community too. What else? What else is going on? We could talk about certainly other things. Hi and welcome, Mike. Hello, Jane. We have a post-game show after this, so make sure you stay on for that. And we will talk about what occurred in tonight's game, what we liked, what we didn't like, and all that jazz. Only 15 points, though, in this fourth quarter by the Sixers. That's not something that I truly do like. Hope that wish that we were a little bit better than that. Sip of water time. This thing isn't even on. You know what's really, really cool? These pens here. These are different colors. If I put one down here, I'll show it to you on my screen while we're still in this timeout. See, there's a green one right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a blue one. There's a black one. Then there's a red. And then where's the green? Where's the green guy? There we go. Green's right here. Yep, right there. But yeah, it's all great. Edwards lost the ball as the Sixers tried to get it back, and we have another foul called on OKC. Got the Flyers game on the TV. Young guys are coming together. So I have to ask you, man, how are you a Flyers, a Lakers, and an Orioles fan? I'm just curious. I've seen hybrid fans, but that's an interesting combo. I don't judge. I'm just curious. There's a little pump fake and a little shot that goes up and in by the Thunder. It's Kassan Wallace. So the Thunder ended up getting a steal anyways. It makes it now 113-96. Doughton Jr. still out there for the Sixers. Doughton, again, dribbles over towards the lane, puts up a little floater, and puts it in. It's a 14-point game. My pen, JJ's got my pen. You're my pen pal. You are. You are a pen pal, too. Anybody still do pen pals? We used to do that in elementary school. We'll kick out over to a wide-open shooter, and that's a 3, and that's good by OKC. And that was a 3 made. Let's see who it was on. There's 94 seconds left to be played. And OKC is going to bring out the starters. They're going to leave the court. That was Brendan Carlson who made a 24-footer. We send the Pens to Sydney, Australia. Yes, sir. That sounds good. Thunder are going to go on to be 33-6, and the Sixers are going to go on to be 15-23. They got to play against the New York Knicks tomorrow night. Edwards' first foul shot. He puts it up, and he gets it to go. So Edwards today, 25 points for him. That's certainly a plus that I took away. I had a pen pal when I was in high school, says Doug. Doug, commenting on here for the first time. What's up, Doug? Foul shot number 2 by Edwards. No. The Sixers get to keep the ball. 'As it goes out of bounds. Like and subscribe, folks. We will be having a little post-game show after this game is done. Doughton will have to inbound it over from the baseline. Dumps it off over to Council. Ricky with a little Euro step. Ends it off over to Edwards. Edwards downhill over to Bona. And Bona throws it down. Dem Bona with an and one opportunity with 1:26 to go. That's now a 15-point ball game with less than 90 seconds left. I gotta tell you that his dogs are just unbelievable. He's like Clint Capella. Foul shot by Bona. Yes.
Excellent.
That makes him now 116 to 102. Thunder trying to milk that clock down. Wallace gets it over towards the elbow, and the ball came loose, but it's picked back up by Isaiah Joe. Step back three by Joe. No. And Doughton gets the miss. 1:05 left to be played. Sixers have got to make some threes here. They do. They're down by 14. Doughton from the logo for three. No. Nance tried to get the rebound. Instead, it goes into the hands of Edwards. Edwards still has it for the Sixers. Edwards looking for some help. He'll zip it over to Council. Council takes a three-pointer. That's too strong. And the Sixers lose the board. Doughton tried to get the steal off of the bad pass by the Thunder, and it goes out of bounds. It'll still be OKC basketball. Sixers play tomorrow night against the New York Knicks. And hopefully Embiid, George, and Maxey will be back for that contest. We shall see. Wallace at the top of the perimeter wants to drive it over Doughton, and a foul called with 34 seconds left to be played. I have a friend who works for the IRS and travels the world and sends postcards randomly. When I get one, I call him to thank him and chat for a bit. Does that count? That does. That counts. That does count. Let's see. Lakers versus the Celtics showtime against Bird and company drew me being a Lakers fan. Flyers and Hextall versus the Oilers in the finals. Orioles and Washington, Virginia are the local teams, JJ. Yeah, but you're not a Capitals fan. You're not like, so it's still, I just wanted to ask. I think it's cool. I think it's interesting to be a Hyper fan. My one friend is a Baltimore Ravens fan, a Memphis Grizzlies fan, and a Philadelphia Phillies fan. Jeff Doughton Jr. for three on the other side. And we have a whistle called against the Sixers again. The refs have just not liked the Dem Bona tonight. They think that he's just been pushing guys a little bit too much. And we have a whistle called. It's Isaiah Joe was down for the OKC Thunder. No caps. Boo. Boo the Capitals. And you're not a Wizards fan, so you're a Lakers fan. Good effort from the young guys tonight. Yeah, we'll talk about it. 20 seconds left to go in quarter number 4. Sixers are going to lose this by a final score of 118 to 102. There's 2 seconds differentiating the shot clock from the game clock. And that is pretty much going to wrap things up. This was just one of 7 games that were on tonight here in the NBA. And Nick Nurse again has to go back to the drawing board. And the Sixers will inbound it one last time. And they do. And that is going to wrap things up. So the Thunder, they beat the Sixers 118 to 102. Justin Edwards had himself a very good game, but the Sixers could not come up big again. And that's now their 3rd loss in a row. And they're 8 games under 500 now. And when you take a look at that 10 seed, well, they're still trying to fight for it. And they're now 3 games out of the play-in tournament. So just continue to slide behind the 10 seed. Let's talk about that game, man. Well, let's make sure that we talk about that game. The Flyers, did they just score? OT got a goal. I'll take that. That's good. Let's talk about this. Okay, so I have my thoughts. Please stay on here and let me know what your thoughts are down below. It was kind of like sending a message in the bottle and throwing it into the ocean. Yes, that's for sure. That's why you got the song Message in the Bottle by Sting and the Police. It's a very good song. I hope that someone gets my. Yeah, it's a good one. All right. So yeah, let's talk. Okay. Yeah. That was quite intriguing. I'm not gonna lie. That was an intriguing game. I actually came away with some good things after that one. Don't know what really to take most into stock, but I'm looking at player development sort of things after tonight. And Justin Edwards can play. Justin Edwards needs to be a part of the rotation more. Adem Bolden needs to be a part of the rotation more. And Ricky Council does as well. Jeff Doughton Jr. had a hot streak. Eric Gordon had a hot streak. I can't understand why at the end of the game, when actually Eric Gordon was hot and Jeff Doughton Jr. was hot, why are they not out there? Why are they not playing? I don't know. And again, the head coach just continues to scratch my head so many times. Why is Edwards not out there with 7 minutes to go? I mean, I understand that he needs his rest, but I'm trying to win. Oh, but JJ, like, he doesn't really have much to play with. I know he doesn't have much to play with, but I don't know. I still thought that we could have kept it even closer. 5 of 9 available players scored 10 or more points for the Sixers tonight. I thought that we overall gave a very good fight from the middle of the first quarter all the way till the middle of the fourth quarter. Other than that, not so good. Really, towards the end of the second quarter, we didn't play well either, but we hustled. And all I asked for tonight is for guys to play hard. They played hard tonight. Did they get a win? No. Am I mad that we didn't get a win? Not really. I want wins. Do I want to go to the playoffs? Of course I do. But at this point, I think that there's bigger questions, and the questions are about the franchise and about who's going to be the leader of the team moving forward. And those are more specific questions that I have. But yeah, good things from the young guys today. Those are mainly my biggest takeaways. We shot 44% from the field. I'm not really looking at things from a team perspective today because we had turnovers. Turnovers are going to come when the younger guys are out there because they don't know how to play with each other. So that makes sense. And you're going up against Oklahoma City, who has the best record in all of basketball, so that makes sense. You're naturally just going to turn the ball over. You're naturally going to have dribble handoffs that are way too strong of handoffs, and guys aren't anticipating passes coming. But yeah, that's just the nature of the game. Eric Gordon shot the ball pretty well. I thought that he could have made a couple more shots, but he looked like he was in rhythm, he was in stride, and he was making his shots count. Justin Edwards off the bench, 25 points. Jeff Doughton Jr., who would have thunk, 18 points. I think that's pretty much just a fluke. It's Jeff Doughton Jr., but I'll take that any day if he's playing. Our defense from Oubre was spectacular again. Kelly Oubre's defense is really, really good. He only had 8 points, though. He was a little bit aggressive. He got a little bit wild when he was shooting those threes, but I like Oubre. I like Council. I like Gershon, and I like Justin Edwards. Those are my 4 guys that I want playing in regular minutes with Caleb Martin, with Joel Embiid, with Andre Drummond, with Tyrese Maxey, with Jared McCain, and Paul George. And Adem Bona. That's what I believe. So, Edwards shot the 3 all right today. I thought that he chucked up a lot of shots towards the end. Not saying that he didn't have to because he kind of did because the Sixers were desperate. And there were times where he banked one in. Didn't even know that it was going to bank in, but it did. But yeah, I liked the effort tonight. Thought it was an A-plus effort by the Sixers team. I'm not going to go down this road tonight, but I'm really just Not happy with this organization. We have bigger questions that we have to really ask ourselves moving forward with this team. Bring Guerschon Yabusele back. Lock him up as a Sixer. Great. But, you know, the bigger question is, are main franchise guys what's going to happen to them? I'm still on the trade Joel Embiid train, and people might still disagree with me on that. I'm still on it. I've been on it for a while. I was ready to get off of it when they won against Boston, but now I'm back on it, man. Yeah. I'm happy that we played the younger guys tonight, and I look at them as, you know, a bright spot for the future, but I'm also just worried because I don't really know if this is how the team is going to operate. You know what I mean? I think Yabu's not coming back. He can get more elsewhere. He can, but I like what he does, dude. I think that he provides so much valiant effort. And I would hate to see him go. Just imagine, like, you have a team with T.J. McConnell, Thaddeus Young, Drew Holiday. Like, he would thrive in that era. You know what I mean? Maybe Minnesota will get Dak. Different sport. I think Yabu is not coming back. Yeah, you can get traded elsewhere. Magic got Banchero back. And the Magic are still losing, except for the Sixers. Sorry. And the coaching. Yeah, the coaching staff is just continues to scratch my head. Can't understand what's going on with Nick Nurse. It's just, I think that I'm really just overall, I'm sad. I'm sad that we're in this spot. I think that that's just what it is. We were expected, the expectations was for us to have a big three, and the whole thing failed. This whole era of Sixers basketball failed. I thought that we were in a different era, but no, it's Joel Embiid's era, man. The James Harden era was a part of the Joel Embiid era. The process was a part of the Joel Embiid era. And I'm ready. I'm ready to turn the page. And I love Joel Embiid. I'll always be grateful for what he's done as a Sixer and how great of a talent he is, but I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I can't stand this. Can't stand the spot, so. But yeah. Good effort tonight. Great effort tonight by Justin Edwards. Great effort by Council. They had some really, really flashy moves. Adem Bonus dunks were ridiculous. They had a lot of flashes. They had a lot of speed out there. This is what you need when you're going up against OKC and when you're going up against teams that are quick like Golden State. You need the younger guys to play. It's just the truth. So, yeah, it's just too bad. But good effort, and hopefully we get a good game tomorrow. Hopefully we get a win tomorrow. All right, I love you all. And that's going to wrap things up for me. Neil says, trade Joel in the summer and see what happens. Who are you going to get? That's the other question. Who do you get for Joel Embiid? Do you just settle for draft picks? Like, I don't know, man. I don't have the answer. I don't think Maxey's mature enough to be the leader. I love Tyrese Maxey. I think that Tyrese Maxey has exceeded so many people's expectations. Who would have thunk that Tyrese Maxey, who was in college at one point, he shot 29% from three, and his first year he comes into the NBA and he shoots like 44%. And then what ends up happening? Okay, he builds on it, right? He builds. He He takes more and more steps into his game. He becomes more of a ball handler. He passes a little bit more. He drives it through contact a little bit more. And I know that this year, it's been a slow year for Tyrese Maxey. I've been very overall happy with what he's done as a Sixer. I love the kid. He's ours. But you're right. Is he too young to be a leader of the team? Maybe. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 26. He's the leader of that team. Maxey's now 24, man. Now he's a whiner. A lot of them are. Hate to say it. A lot of them are. Tatum, Doncic, Giannis, even Embiid, Jalen Brunson. They're all like that. So, all right, love you all. I'm going to wrap things up. Now we'll catch you all on the next one. Tov and good night. Bye.